the test that we will be doing in this video is the blind spot test. As we learned about in the model of the eye, there is a blind spot or a spot in our eye where there are no light receptors. That's essentially called the blind spot. It's also the location of the optical disc. You can test for it by doing what I'm about to tell you. Alright, the first thing you need for this experiment is this sheet of paper that says the blind spot, and a ruler and a lab partner. So what we're going to do essentially is we are going to take turns closing each of our eye, one eye at a time, and focusing either on the cross or the dot at one time. So the idea is when you're focusing on one thing and you see the other thing in your peripheral vision, but as someone moves it closer and you hit the blind spot, you no longer see the other image in your peripheral vision. That is going to be your blind spot. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to close one eye. So I'm going to close my left eye and focus my right eye on the cross. And then my lab partner is going to slowly hold it about 20 inches from my face, and then slowly, holding the paper level, bring it closer to my face. And at one point, I'm going to tell him that I no longer see the dot in the periphery of my vision. That is going to be my blind spot. He's then going to take a ruler and then measure the distance at which I no longer see the dot in my area of vision. All right? And with the left eye, I'm going to close my left eye and focus on the dot. And then he's going to repeat the same thing where he's going to hold the paper about 20 inches from my face and then slowly bring it closer. And at one point, I will no longer be able to look at the cross in the periphery of my vision. And that's my blind spot for my left eye. And then he's going to again use the ruler to measure the distance at which I no longer see the other image in my peripheral vision. And then we are going to note that down in the respective column, either in the right eye or the left eye. And that's it. That's your blind spot test. All right, so we're going to start with the blind spot test. So I'm going to close my left eye and focus on the cross with my right eye. Stop. All right, at this point, I no longer see anything and my peripheral vision, not the dot in my peripheral vision. So, do it for my right eye. And voice over this.
It's 17 centimeter.
Okay. So it is 17 centimeters. So the blind spot for my right eye is 17 centimeters. It was detected at 17 centimeters. I'm going to close my left eye and focus on the dot. And then we're going to do the same thing again. All right. Stop.
12 centimeter.
All right, so the distance at which my blind spot was detected for my left eye was 12 centimeters. So that is it. There you go.